What is happening to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies? We dropped from almost $8,000 per Bitcoin down to $6,500 in 3 massive red candles. Some cryptocurrencies lost about 30, some even 40% of their value over the last couple days, only days. What is happening? Is it too late to sell everything now? Or should I actually go all in now? Is this the bottom? Let's answer those questions. We are bitcoinfundmanager.com, bitcoin-fund-manager.com. There's 2 dashes in there. We have 19 analysts from around the world, 24 hours a day, trading cryptocurrencies for you. And they have to, because Bitcoin doesn't sleep. It is a 24-hour market. We're for high net worth individuals and institutions with over 20 Bitcoin of active investments. You keep your Bitcoin in your exchange. Using an API system, we can remote control trade and you can block all withdrawals, so it's safe. That's what our clients have us do. And so now let's go into our analysis as to whether Bitcoin is going to drop further or bounce up from here, and what led up to this horrendous, atrocious price. Let's deal with that right now. This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin was almost at $8,000, $7,900-ish, and then it dropped once, bounced a little bit, dropped twice, bounced a little bit more, and dropped a third time. What was that? What caused that? Well, the first bounce was a Korea exchange hack. The second bounce was America sending out nasty letters to all the exchanges, all the biggest exchanges in the world, saying, hey, we demand to see all your trading records to see if there's any manipulation or spoofing going on. And what was this third bounce, or this third ugly red candle? That was banks, especially Wells Fargo, sending out letters to everyone saying, hey, you can no longer use your credit card to buy crypto. Mean, nasty letter. So we had, after the second shoe bounced, a lot of people bought in, but we had a third shoe drop. As soon as that third shoe dropped, this is what we said. Here's our Twitter. At exactly 4:08 p.m., we said bounce time. 4:08 p.m. What happened 20 minutes after that? Notice this time, 4:08 p.m. 20 minutes after that, at 4:28 p.m., announcing Coinbase's index fund is open for investment. What is this? Do you know what an index fund is? Oh, this is their official website, by the way, the Coinbase index fund website. Let me explain it to you. An index fund is, actually, let's let this do the talking. $250,000 to $20 million is the basic minimum investment. What is that? If you follow this YouTube channel, which you should, subscribe right now. Put this video on pause if you haven't subscribed, because there's every single one of these videos has a massive fundamental reason for up or down. And if you're not following every single one of these videos, you're going to miss one, and you're going to be a troll. You're going to end up being a troll, leaving a comment saying, hey, you never told us to sell. You know what? We did. You're going to be a troll saying, you never told us to buy. You know what? We did. Every single major turn we share on YouTube. All the minor turns, if you want minute by minute, 24-hour signals as to whether you should buy or sell at a much finer resolution, so you can make a lot more profit and save a lot more from losses. This is the website you need, bitcoin-signals.org. That's where you go to get daily signals. But in this YouTube channel, we mentioned that you need to buy ETF-based coins. Right? We said in the last couple episodes, you have to buy ETF-based coins. Well, guess what an index fund is? An index fund is an even bigger brother to an ETF-based coin set. An ETF is an exchange-traded fund where it's a fund, and funds have bigger pools, bigger supplies, so that bigger money can invest in it, where you don't see a bank with millions and billions of dollars investing and buying a little bit of Ethereum here and there. They just don't do that. So they need bigger pockets to fill. Right? So that's what an ETF is. You know what's even bigger than an ETF is an index fund. Here's the main difference. An ETF gets traded. It's an exchange-traded fund. An index fund, like the one that Coinbase just announced, is just a fund based on an index of coins that just sit there. Are you starting to see the implications of that? This is actually a really good thing, because if someone that's bigger than people that would buy an exchange traded fund buy into an index fund, and the index fund doesn't have the word traded in it, does it? It's just an index fund. What that means is that massive banks will jump into massive funds, massive money will jump into crypto through Coinbase's index fund and just sit there in HODL. It'll just hold. So the price of crypto, the value of crypto, will have a massive, huge anchor where it's like the sea level, ocean level. It's as if a huge meteor, the size bigger than the moon, dropped into the Pacific Ocean. The ocean level will rise, and it ain't going anywhere. It'll just stay up. That's what an index fund does. And that's what's happening right now. This is why 20 minutes before this announcement, we knew it'd be bounce time. Now, here's the strategic part. And you really have to understand this. The third bounce, no, I'm not going to sign in. Oh man, this sucks. Okay, I'm just going to move on. This third shoe dropping here was Wells Fargo saying, hey, no more credit cards. You can't buy Bitcoin on Coinbase using a credit card, is what this bounce was to $6,500. Are you starting to sense a nefarious picture developing here? So a bank says to all its customers, hey, you cannot conveniently buy cryptocurrency now. But then Coinbase says, hey banks, you can buy cryptocurrency. Does that piss you off? Banks don't want you to buy cryptocurrency because they want to buy cryptocurrency. That really should piss you off. That should get you to open up an account on Huobi, on Huobi.pro, on Binance.com, and get out of American exchanges like Coinbase and Bittrex. But that's exactly what's happening right now. And look at this timing. Look at this timing. When Coinbase knew, if you've ever had a merchant account or processed credit cards, you know this. Your bank will send you a letter 30 days in advance saying, hey, we're not going to let you process using our credit card system, our merchant account ever again. But they give you 30 days notice. Coinbase knew that Wells Fargo would cut them off. Coinbase knows if Bank of America, if Citibank, if all these other banks in America will cut them off. And so, from Coinbase's perspective, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to lose a huge amount of market share. All the moms and pops, all the blue collar, all the white collar workers that make $100,000, maybe less than $100,000 a year, the thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that used to buy crypto using credit cards will get cut off. So your ROI, your revenues are going to dip really hard. Guess what the CEO thinks? Okay, if we can't have a lot of small money, guess what we want? We want handfuls of massive big money. I'll trade being a fast food restaurant for being a chain of Michelin-rated hotel restaurants. And that's exactly what they did. What they're doing is they're selling out small guys to take on big guys. And they're the banks. Overall, this is actually extremely bullish for crypto. And if you're not lazy, you're not going to let a credit card stand in the way of your future wealth. If you are lazy, go on, live your life. But if you're not lazy, you're going to take this opportunity to say, hey, this is massively bullish news. So how well will the coins that are in this index funds do? Very well. If you subscribe to our YouTube videos, and you really need to subscribe to this YouTube channel, I'm telling you again, you need to subscribe to this YouTube channel because we tell you exactly what you should buy and sell, when and why. Do not become one of these trolls that say, hey, you never told us to. Yes, we did. Do not become one of these trolls that say, hey, you never told us to buy. Yes, we did. You just have to watch every single one of our videos because we don't leave fluff in any of these YouTube videos. We give you very, very actionable profit-making or revenue, money-saving alerts, very critical alerts on these YouTube videos. So pause this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and now that you've done that, I'm going to continue by showing you how well index funds, coins listed in index funds will do by looking at what coins listed in ETFs have already done. The last ETF that we mentioned in our last YouTube video was Binance Coin, BNB. Binance started their own ETF, and guess what happened? While Bitcoin is dropping, and look, this is a 4-hour candle. These are 4-hour candles. While Bitcoin is dropping diff, diff, diff over the last couple of days, look at what Binance Coin did. Bip, bip, bip. Drop, rise, drop, rise. Any coin that gets listed in an exchange used to jump up 200-300% on exchange listing. Binance coins still do that when they get listed in Binance. The new being listed in Binance is going to be the new ETF listed coin. If a coin gets listed in an ETF, it's just going to skyrocket in price. If a coin gets listed in an index fund, just as much so. Which is going to be more aggressive? Which is going to be stronger? That's a neck and neck battle, and it really, really depends on who's managing it. And the two biggest managers of ETFs right now are Huobi and Binance. That's why you buy HT. That's why you buy BNB. And we already told you this 3 videos ago. And index funds. Anything that gets listed in Coinbase's index fund is just going to go up and stay up. It's going to have a really hard time dropping because these people are not people, they are banks that are just going to buy. And it's, like I said, it's like a meteor the size of the moon crashing into the Pacific Ocean. It will push the water level of the Pacific Ocean up, and it'll stay up. Sure, it'll splash and cause a tsunami that'll create this massive bullish peak, a parabolic peak, but when it collapses, you still have the basic low water level point, and it's not going to go underneath that. So this is massively bullish for crypto. Does that mean we're going to go straight up from here? No. There is going to be one massive dip soon. If you want to know when that massive dip is, this is where you go. If you want us to manage your funds for you 24 hours a day with our 19 analysts from around the world so you can actually sleep while keeping your money safe in your own account, in your own trading account, without the ability to withdraw, we just remote control trade for you. You can be a client. Apply to become a client at bitcoin-funds-manager.com, bitcoinfundmanager.com. If you have any questions, see us at bitcoin-forum.io, bitcoin-forum.io.